All right, so let's take a look at this problem here. So we're going to first complete the table, and we're going to write an equation to convert the number of meters to kilometers, use x for numbers of meters and y for number of kilometers. So y for number of kilometers and then x for meters. So let's take a look, right? How do I go from 1000 to 1, right? How do I go from 1000 to 1? So I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to, well, right on top of my head, I know that you have to divide 1000, right? And you're like, well, Mr. Kim, how did you get that? Well, 1 kilometer is 1000 meters, right? So which means if I want to get 1 kilometer, I have to get, 1000, right? This is just true, right? So if I want to get, so from here to here, I just have to divide by 1000. So how about meters, right? How do I go from 3500 meters? 3500 meters is how many kilometers, right? Well, I know that in order for me to get 3500, I have to actually multiply by 3.5. To multiply by 3.5. And you're like, Mr. Kim, how did you know that you're supposed to multiply by 3.5? Well, the way that you know is I know that I want 3500 meters, right? I know that I want 3500 meters. So how do I get 3500 meters? Well, I have to divide this number by that number. So I do 3500 divided by 1000, and I get 3.5. You see 3.5? So 1 times 3.5 is 3.5 kilometers. So my answer is going to be 3.5. But as you can see, what am I doing? I'm just dividing by 1000 or multiplying by 1 over 1000, right? That's all I'm doing, right? Look, 3500 divided by 1000 is 3.5. You see 3.5? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally just divide by 1000 each time. 500 divided by 1000 is going to be 0.5. It's going to be 0.5. And 75 divided by 1000 is going to be 0.075. And 1 divided by 1000 is going to be 0.001. So look, as you can see, I'm just multiplying by 1 over 1000, or I'm just multiplying by 0.0001, because 1 over 1000 is the same thing as 0.001. So here's my answer, right? Multiplying by 0.0001, which is going to be y is equal to, remember this is x, right? So x times 1 over 1000, or 0.0001, or divided by 1000 is equal to this y, right? So I'm going to write this. So it's going to be, it could be either x over 1000 or 1000 times x. Let me draw it a little bit. 1000x. And then, or 0.0001x, right? Is all equal to y, right? These are all saying the same thing, by the way, right? Now watch, let me show it to you. I don't know, let's check 500, right? Let's replace 500 and see if this is the y value that I get. So I'm gonna use this one. I'll just use this one because it looks easiest. So y is equal to x over 1000, and x, my x value is 500, so I should get y for 0.5, right? 0.44y. So I'm gonna go 500 divided by 1000, and 500 divided by 1000, 500 divided by 1000 is 0.5, and 0.5 kilometers. There you have it. If I plug in all of these numbers, it's all gonna come out this way, okay? And therefore my equation is going to be y is equal to 0.0001x.